I hit the stream button, so I think we're live.
No, we're live. We are live.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Actifio On-Tech. Today is March 28th, 2019. Super special guest. Look at this guy. It's our intrepid producer, Gio Tropiano, in the flesh.
Great to be here.
Not behind the camera this time, not hiding with his snark commentary. He gets to do it in front of the camera today instead.
That's right.
Everyone's too cool today. Everyone's gone. Erica's gone. Rachel's gone. Jay's gone. They're all up in Toronto for a cool Google event, which is awesome. Happy for them to be there. But everyone else is too cool. BDRs are too cool today. You know, everyone's busy. It's a very busy time here at Actifio, I must say. We got a bunch of campaigns going on. We got website stuff going on. We got event stuff going on. Preparing for Data Driven, as you all should know about. Data Driven 2019.
June 18th. June 18th and 19th.
Is it 18th and 19th?
In Boston.
In Boston at the Intercontinental
Hotel. By the way, quick trivia. Today is 3/28, March 28th. Right?
Ooh, I know what that
means. Go for it.
Well, when I think of 3/28, you know what I think of? I think of a little Super Bowl game, a football game called the Super Bowl when the New England Patriots were down 28-3, or were losing 3-28 against the Atlanta Falcons.
That's right.
Pretty sure a miraculous comeback occurred by my hero, Mr. TB12 Tom Brady. Tied it up 28-28, and then in overtime, James White rushed it in for the win.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So happy 3/28 day. And actually, did you know, I heard on the radio today that there are people petitioning Mayor Walsh
they want to make it a holiday,
in Boston. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people would celebrate it. It was an epic game.
I'd love a day. Can we get a day off for it too, Mayor Walsh?
Be live in infamy.
Is it at Mayor? But what's his Twitter? I don't know what it is.
Marty.
At Marty Walsh, City of Boston Mayor. Park your car. That's right. So
what do you got for me?
We have a few things today. I do, actually. I did all the work, Gio. Like I said, he just looks good on camera. I'm doing all the work here. You know, just here for fun.
Right.
By the way, no beer today.
No beer.
So if you remember from 2 weeks ago, I wasn't here last week. I gave up beer for Lent, but not really for Lent. But that's the excuse I'm using because I just was, kind of oversaturated.
I thought it was for Lent.
Well, it is for Lent, but the main reason was more health benefits.
Hey, I'm right there with you.
Like, I'm not super religious, as I said, but I do go to church, and so it's good coming together of events to make it happen.
Sure, just never hurts to take a break from beer.
And then Gio, we had a pretty nice beer share yesterday. I did not drink the beer. I did have some bourbon though, some Weller SR. So feeling a little oversaturated today. So, but I do have my Red Sox water cup because guess what else today is, Gio?
Opening day for the Red Sox in Seattle?
Correct.
Aha.
Correct. So opening day at Fenway is next week, I believe, or the week after, actually.
I think you're right.
But Red Sox open their season today in Seattle.
Go Sox.
Defending World Series champion Red Sox, by the way. Let's not forget that. It did happen last October. Actually, it might have been November. I think it was October. But, go Sox.
Didn't they play the longest game in, history ever? During the series, wasn't it like an 18-hour game or no 18 inning game, or was that the?
I don't remember.
All right, anyways,
I can't remember what I did yesterday. Never mind that far back.
What's happening this week, Jason?
So, one question for you, Gio. Do you have issues with your keyboard? Now, Gio mashes his keyboard, right? It's like freaking bah, bah, bah. You can hear the guy from across the room.
It's true.
He actually has a special
sound dampening
muffler. Sound muffler. He doesn't have it on right now. I don't know what happened to it.
It's worn out. I gotta get a new one.
He wore out the actual pad he used to reduce the sound.
It doesn't even work well.
Yeah, the guy's like,
I just mashed my keyboard.
So, have you had any issues with your keyboard at all? The key's not working.
So this is the newer version of the Mac, right?
Yeah.
So the buttons are not as good as the previous version, right? I used to like your buttons, right? They're the best. That's the way
I like this one. I have the Air.
My personal
Air with little spaces in between them. It's nice.
They're nice and they're deep buttons. There's space in between.
Yeah,
them.
yours are very thin and
very
fat.
thin, small, and they don't require a lot of pressure to push them. They just stick.
Yeah.
They just stick, which is why I like having the pad on top because it protects it from dust and liquid and whatever, and your sneezes from across the room.
True.
So he's
big nose. It just happens.
Honker. So
everywhere.
That's my biggest concern with my keyboard and keyboards in general is just over time they stick and they don't work as well as they should.
Well, Apple has apologized for its continued reliability problems with its MacBook keyboards.
It's not that hard. You guys make keyboards. keyboards. Just
they didn't say they're going to do anything about it. They're not coming up with a new keyboard design. They're just apologizing. So sorry you're having trouble.
Great. There's a press release.
Apparently, there was a bruising column from Joanna Stern at the Wall Street Journal, and so Apple acknowledged that they have a small number of its customers experiencing.
I don't think it's a small number.
I don't think so either. Their third generation butterfly keyboard. Is that what this is? I don't even know.
Butterfly?
That's what it says. Third generation.
Still in the chrysalis.
Keyboard. Yes, caterpillar. But yeah, so I guess, in 2017, there was questionable dependability brought forward by Casey Johnston at the outline, and, it's just like mess. So they tried a few fixes with a rubber membrane. It's third revision.
I mean,
I've tried an extended repairs program now.
I've tried pulling. First of all, I'm not going to send my laptop away to get fixed just for like a stuck key. So no thanks. Second, this is like a huge issue. Like, you're a major manufacturing company, like technology company. You should manufacture keyboards that have been like put through the ringer.
Well, that you're paying a premium for.
Absolutely,
MacBooks are not cheap. Not cheap at all.
So I love Macs. That's what I've converted from PCs. But the Air was absolutely the best keyboard that they made previous to this version. So bring it back.
I haven't had any issues with this guy. I used to have a PC for a long time, Dell EMC, but now I like the Mac. I think I've gotten used to it. It's pretty good. But like I said, they said there's some recognition now that there's some issues, so there's some work to do on the keyboard. So maybe one day.
The worst is when the keys stick.
Maybe one day.
Or you just want to mash the space button because all your words, when you look, you're just looking at it, and there's no spaces in between the words. Just one long 72 character word.
That's the worst. Yeah. Gio, do you have any fire extinguishers in your house?
I do.
Yeah? How many?
I do. 3? 2? 3?
I think I have 3 as well. I have one in the living room, one in the garage, and one upstairs.
Yeah.
So I have 3. 3. So in South Korea, big problem with that. Many households have no fire extinguishers in their house in South Korea. And so, it's mandatory, right? You need to have it's mandatory South Korean law. You need to have at least one fire extinguisher, but still about 60% of households in the country don't have one. So obviously a big issue. So Samsung, our favorite friends who make great phones and TVs, have come up with something called the Fire Vase.
Okay.
It's a flower vase.
Yeah.
Where inside of the glass, there is actually an inner chamber that has, let's see if I can find it here.
CO2 in it?
It's filled with potassium carbonate.
Okay.
So the inner chamber is for your water. You put the flour in there. It looks nice.
Yeah.
Then there's it's glass. So inside that outer chamber, that glass chamber, there's potassium carbonate. So if you throw it, which is glass.
Throw it at the fire.
You throw it at the fire. It's going to shatter and put out the fire.
It's a great idea, actually.
It's great. 2 for 1 deal.
I like it.
Nice thing for your flowers and a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, but I guess the question is does it match? Like, does they have options for design options to match your home?
I don't think so.
Right. So, vases, not all vases are made equal.
I agree.
I'm domesticated. I look at the vases in my house and I want to make sure that they match the decor.
Yeah, I don't do that.
So it might be an option for, making other vases that would match decor for certain buyers.
I agree. It was successful. They made 100,000 of these fire vases.
Yeah.
And the number of households in South Korea where they actually had a fire extinguisher increased by 8%. So I think they're making 200.
What I'd like to see is
they're making 200,000 more. So, but like you said, you need a little customization. Now you want a nice, one with the rim ring, or just a straight up one, or a block one, right?
Right. I'd also like to see year to year, how many fires.
But look, so there's a video of it.
How many? Yeah, I'd love
to. Just whipping it.
Dude, that gives me a great reason to throw a vase across the room.
Right.
I just do it to say, there was a fire.
There was a fire, honey. Oh, honey, there's a fire. I don't know what happened.
Just smash it just to test it. I would actually be that guy that started the fire on purpose.
Right, go outside, start a fire, just smash and see what happens.
Oh, yeah, I guess I would do it outside.
Well, in a fire pit, maybe. Practice fire safety.
You can't do it in the house?
Come on, man.
Anyways, what I'm actually more interested in learning about is the damage, the cost associated with damage that changed over the years, right? Yeah. So from when increase happened in acquisition of having, a fire extinguisher in the house versus how, the cost decrease in damages over time.
Yeah. I don't really care about that, but it's cool that you do.
I want to try it. I want to throw a vase across the room for a reason.
Just smash stuff.
Yeah.
Going back to the caveman thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Give me meat, right? Did you see that Apple came out with a credit card?
I did not.
They did.
Why?
It's called the Apple Card.
Come on.
Swear to God. Look, right here.
What, didn't Apple Pay, isn't that enough?
I guess iPay is not enough. Now you have Apple Card. It's an actual credit card. It's a Goldman Sachs and MasterCard. And it has a daily cash back offer. And they've been trying to attract iPhone users. I don't know why you would get this, because like Chase Sapphire cards are pretty good. I use the JetBlue MasterCard.
I want to know what Steve Jobs would think of that.
I don't know, but it is a daily cashback rewards, which is interesting. Because most of the other cards have points, right? I mean, points you can trade in for cash or.
I just don't understand why Apple is turning into a bank.
They want to make money, I guess.
They're a tech company. Stay that way, guys.
I know, right?
Come on.
Like you're not a finance.
Tech
company.
Manufacturing. Not stay out of.
Like
finance.
you're gonna start making money off the interest of these credit cards.
Right.
Like
make better keyboards.
Maybe they need the money. They're just not going to raise money to make better keyboards.
No, they got money. They got money.
I don't know. So I would never buy it, but some people might. Sorry, no annual fee, which I guess is good.
Yeah, so they're a bank.
Yeah.
Apple's a bank now.
They're printing money, technically. So not a wrong statement. All right.
Interesting.
Gio, do you have cable?
Hell no.
What do you use for TV? Anything?
I don't even watch
you got
TV.
an antenna?
I don't watch. No, I don't watch live television. If I have anything, it's Netflix.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it?
I don't have live television in my house.
Look at this guy. Renaissance
It's
man.
been years, actually. It's been like.
What about Game of Thrones?
Oh, I have never watched it.
Whoa, you heard it here, folks.
I've never seen it.
Someone has not.
I want to watch
watched any
it.
Game of
I
Thrones.
heard it's awesome.
You know what you do? Do you have a Blu-ray player?
Yep.
Can you go to the library?
Blockbuster?
No. No. So Minuteman Library. That's
that?
like the library network in Metro West, like Ashland Library.
Okay.
You think maybe right Westboro.
You can rent the DVDs?
Yeah.
Can you get them? Can you get the DVDs on Netflix DVD? Blu-ray?
No.
Netflix doesn't offer the Blu-rays.
Netflix doesn't offer Game of Thrones.
No
It's
way.
HBO owned. It's HBO.
All right, I'm gonna. Okay, well, I want to see it.
So you gotta go to the
Quite frankly,
library.
I'd rather watch it on Blu-ray anyways because the quality is ridiculous.
Yeah. So, like for Breaking Bad, that's what I did. I watched it all on Blu-ray because I didn't have Netflix.
You can watch that on Netflix.
Didn't have Netflix. Just got Netflix. I don't know if we actually announced that, but I did just
I
get
think
Netflix
Amazon
around Christmas
Prime,
time.
Amazon Prime offers it, so I could
So
see.
you get to pay a subscription.
Right.
So if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch HBO. We got to pay a subscription through Amazon, to Amazon, not Amazon, Amazon, to get access to the shows. Because you'll go to it, you'll be like, oh, sweet, Amazon Prime's HBO. Then you click on it, it says need subscription.
Yeah, you got to buy it. I get it.
Exactly.
No, Game of Thrones is not on Netflix.
Dude, I told you. Come on.
Well, why are you asking me about cable?
Because, good way to bring it back. Thank you. That's what we do here at On-Tech.
Yeah.
YouTube TV is now available in every TV market in the U.S., including the last market, which was Glendive, Montana.
I want to go there.
Yeah? Is there anything there?
I don't know.
They have YouTube TV. May not have anything else.
I want to check it out.
Some grizzly bears.
I really want to go to Montana. I think it'd
Yeah.
be cool. Big
Be
sky.
careful. What was that, Glacier National Park there? That's where they have grizzly bears. I'm reading a
I'll
book
go.
about it right now.
I'll go.
Yeah?
I've seen a bear in the wild, live. Anyways, go ahead, continue.
So I think I've talked about on the show before that I have cable now, looking to just change. YouTube TV looks like a pretty promising option because it has all the major channels.
Yeah.
You can record shows.
That's cool.
And also has Nesson, which is like the Red Sox, Bruins.
That's all that matters.
Stations.
Guys. That's all that matters.
It's all about sports here in Boston, City of Champions.
Title Town guy.
City of Champions. We got Dunkin' Donuts and we got championship titles. That's what we do here. Sox, Pats, Celtics, Bruins, whatever. So, YouTube TV now is in all 210 U.S. television markets, and I'm probably going to get it. I guess that's the story of that for today.
I guess I would give it a shot. Do they have a trial period?
Of course.
Give it a shot just to see, like,
Try it free. It's $40 a month. Cancel anytime, but you can try it free.
request a trial.
Look at this right here. YouTube TV. Cable-free live TV is here. Try it free.
What's the $40 a month?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Whatever. You can cancel anytime. Give it a
Exactly.
shot. See what it's like.
Cloud DVR with no storage limit. 6 accounts per household. Yeah, it looks like a good deal to me.
Would you get rid of your Netflix?
No, I'd keep Netflix. I'd keep Amazon Prime. I'd keep HBO. So I would do HBO. I have HBO. Well, I guess I'd sign up for HBO now. What's the streaming one? HBO Go's where you get it on demand, but it's through the cable. HBO Now, I think, is the streaming one. But I guess you can do it through Amazon.
So many options. So why would anybody even have cable anymore, right? So you see, like, then you don't even need it. What do you need it for? Commercials?
I don't know.
Technology, man. Technology is improving, and it's making advertising even more difficult.
Well, that's why we're talking about this on-Tech, because this is what it's all about. And you can actually add some stations, too, if you want Stars, $9 a month, Showtime, $7 a month. But
I mean, it's basically cable without the commercials. Right?
I wonder, there's probably still commercials, though. You think?
Didn't it say it's commercial-free?
Cable-free, live TV, live, local sports, no cable box. I bet there's still commercials. Because it's your live cable, so there's still commercials, because that's done through the station. Anyway, I'll try it out, let you guys know. Mm-hmm. So last but not least, you like bagels? You love bagels. But you don't eat them.
You had to say that, because now I'm getting hungry. Like, I do like bagels.
Yeah.
I like grilled bagels.
I like bagels, dude. Like a bagel on the grill, or like one that's like on the griddle?
Little butter action.
Little butter there.
Let it crisp up.
Yeah.
Just put it in the pan, let it crisp up.
What's your favorite kind of bagel?
I like onion bagels, but I think everything bagels are probably my favorite.
Everything, me too.
Poppy seeds are good too, but I think onion bagels.
Everything bagel has all that. They got the onions, you got the poppy seeds, you got the sesame seeds.
I just don't eat them enough, like to be able, like, to treat myself.
They're not good for you. Bagels are not good for you, people. Not at all.
I don't know.
But they're delicious.
They are delicious.
I'm an everything bagel guy as well. I used to just be a wheat bagel guy, but then I got turned on to the everything bagel.
Everything bagels are awesome.
Side note, everything bagel. What's that shaker thing?
Trader Joe's.
Everything but the bagel.
Everything but the bagel seasoning is amazing.
That's some good stuff.
It's the seasoning.
It's the seasoning of the everything bagel.
Without the bagel.
Yeah, so you can put it on like toast.
I put it on
your avocado toast.
I put it on my avocado toast today.
There you go. Mr. Organic over here.
It was organic.
Tom Brady Jr. He's like avocado. He likes the avocado ice cream.
I was doing all that stuff before Tom Brady wrote his book. Right? I could have written that book.
Should have.
You're right, I should have.
Yeah. Oh, well. Missed opportunity.
You're damn right it was.
Try a yoga book. There's a lot of those out there, though.
It's in the works.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Ooh.
You heard it here first.
What's the date? 3/28.
That's right.
19.
That's right.
Geo announces. So anyway, about bagels. St. Louis... I don't know what they're doing. They slice their bagels.
Who is it? St. Louis?
The city of St. Louis slices their bagels. Not like you normally, how you normally slice a bagel, right? You cut it in half, right? Cut it in half, you get two pieces. No, they cut it the other way, like top down. So here's the bagel circle. They cut it like...
not for nothing, that would make it so much more easy to cut quickly. Like, if you ever worked in a kitchen or anything like that, or like you're making a dish, like, you're cutting bread. Yeah. Cutting bread's a pain if you're cutting it, I should say cutting bagels is a pain the long way. Like, they make things to be able to cut bagels more easily.
The machine, though.
Yeah, right? So cutting bagels like that is kind of a pain, because if you have to turn it, on its side and cut it, it's easy to slip. I'm just saying, that is incorrectly cut, and it looks ugly.
But that's what it is. It's St. Louis. They call it they order bagels bread sliced. So if you go to St. Louis and you get a bread sliced bagel, it's sliced from the top.
Okay, I see now.
Bread.
It's like a loaf of bread. Okay, because the angle that I'm looking at it doesn't. I can't see that it's like sliced. I thought like they had like 3/4 of the bagel whole with only a third cut off. Like they just forgot to make slices and only did. Okay, so I can see how that would actually be kind of fun, because you could do like
that's
bagel
good for
chips,
sharing, I guess,
or dipping,
but like. When you have a bagel,
you eat it a certain way.
You put the cream cheese spread on.
That's habitual.
Anyway, so the internet's having a field day with this.
I kind of like it.
It's gone viral. It's gone viral. People are just ripping on this. They're like, these St. Louis people are insane, and they're doing funny things. So look at this. People are introducing new types of St. Louis foods. The peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Jelly on one side, peanut butter, and they put the bread in the middle, and the peanut butter jelly on the outside.
That would be horrible to eat it that way, by the way. I had this conversation with my kid this morning, actually.
Really? Yeah. She wanted to eat like that?
No, but my wife and I, with my daughter, we were looking at it like, what if you ate it this way?
It's so funny. They're making clam chowder. Just put your hand out and put it in,
bowl.
Your hand. No bowl. Just put it in your hands. Why not? And the cereal? You know, you actually have the bowl with the cereal around with milk sprayed everywhere
on the outside. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think, not for nothing, I'm looking at this, and I actually think that for sharing and for dipping, because like I actually like this approach for that, right? Because when you're doing appetizers, right? If you're like, you got a bunch of people around, that's an interesting way to be able to try different bagels.
It is, I guess. So for sharing or trying different types of bagels, sure, but who does that? You don't do that. Who has a bagel share? Honestly.
Well, hold on.
Who throws a shoe?
Think about this, right? So you started the conversation at this point that bagels are not healthy, right? And I actually agree with you. I don't care what kind of bread it is. Most of them are like heavily processed, whatever, right? Non-organic, all that stuff. But every Tuesday, we have a partner that comes into Actifio's office, and they bring 15, 20. Actually, it's like a bag of bagels, right?
Yeah,
they bring them.
It's like 20 bagels,
right?
A box.
And thank you, by the way. It's nice to.
Shout out to whoever it is,
right? Awesome. But the thing is like, maybe you don't want a whole bagel, so you got to sit there and you got to like cut what you want. Like I had cut it in half. If it's already pre-cut like that, I just want a little sliver.
Who in their right mind would go up to bagels, see that they're cut like they're like, oh, nice.
I'm just saying.
I would be offended.
Like, dude, bagels have a lot of calories. You don't have to toast it.
No, but what's the point of not toasting a bagel?
Toasted bagels are so good.
Right? You need the crisp.
So good.
You need the crunch.
I know.
And so, I don't know.
Toasted bagels and cream cheese, ladies and gentlemen, are just a gem. Agree with you, they're not healthy at all, but they just hit the spot.
But anyway, if you want a good laugh, just search for St. Louis bread sliced bagels on Twitter or Instagram, and people are just like ripping it apart and doing so funny, like the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, the clam chowder, the cereal. Someone just said, it's my coworker's birthday, I served her a cake, St. Louis style. It's just a smashed cake.
St. Louis does barbecue well, though, don't they?
I believe St. Louis does have some good barbecue. Kansas City has some good barbecue.
Okay, so that's
not St. Louis per se. So I bet if anyone from Kansas
still Missouri
or Missouri is watching, yeah, but they probably say that Kansas City has the barbecue, not St. Louis, because people are very sensitive about their barbecue.
I love barbecue.
Be careful.
Oh, I love barbecue.
Shout out barbecue to BT Smokehouse.
BT Smokehouse. I was there
Sturbridge?
on Sunday in Sturbridge.
Sturbridge, Massachusetts. Awesome barbecue. Brisket there melts in your mouth. So good. I'm not going to say it's better or worse than, the Texas stuff or the Carolina stuff or the Missouri stuff, because I've had it all, and it's all very, very delicious.
Love it.
But for Massachusetts, pretty solid. One of the best in Massachusetts.
I would say
we're not known for our barbecue. We're known for our chowder, kid.
That's true.
Our clam chowder. So
I've yet to try other barbecue, and actually no, I've had Firefly's barbecue.
Firefly's is okay. Red Bones is okay.
I haven't had Red Bones, but BT Smokehouse. If you're ever in Boston, BT Smokehouse is about 50 minutes west of Boston, straight Route 90.
Give it an hour, though.
It's right. Yeah, you have to give it some time. So at the intersection of 84 and the Massachusetts Turnpike, BT Smokehouse is right off there in Sturbridge. Absolutely a must try.
And then you go to Treehouse. Back to the beer. It's always about the beer. Unfortunately, it's always about the beer. Go to Treehouse Souks that's right down the street.
It's true. 5 miles away. 5.2 miles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, any other final parting words? How was your first experience on the show?
This is actually my second. I did a sneak attack when we were doing it old school upstairs.
Oh, that's
for a quick jump on camera. So
back in the day.
But this is my first full, entire length of the show.
It's not bad, right? Like some people we ask to be on the show, they get scared. Like, oh, I can't be in front of the camera.
It's true.
Like,
it's just us.
Just us talking.
Just us and you guys just sitting down having a conversation.
Like, we're just hanging out.
Yeah, I wish I had some like, I'm just doing a bunch of things like earlier today, and I appreciate you coming with the stories to chat about. But no, this is super fun. I appreciate you doing this with me.
I appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely.
When in need, he's your guy. He's the man. All right. So anyway, that's On-Tech for March 28th, 2019. Go Sox.
Go Sox.
Go Sox.
Heck yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.